Hey, it's the DA Wrestling Podcast. It's the news time. We got some news going on in the world. Samoa Joe called himself the final boss over the Rock. By the looks of it, Vince McMahon sold another $100 million in stocks, and Omega's going to have surgery. But first,
Possibly.
let's go see how Doug is doing because Doug seems to be in a very good mood. It looks like he's half naked on TV. What's up?
Not half naked. I'm wearing a tank top
Fair enough.
and some pants. But
Okay.
um no, I'm good, man. Um, you know, happy Good Friday to you and yours, anybody listening.
Yes,
Um,
happy Good Friday. If you're a practicing Catholic, I'm sure you got yourself some fish and chips today. Even if you didn't, you probably still got some fish and chips today.
yeah, I made fish for the wife and the kid, but I made steak for me. So,
Oh, well, that's good for you then. So
yep.
someone ate well, the other people ate like crap. Good for you.
Yep. Yep. Medium rare, just like I like it.
Oh, good.
You know I
So,
could you know I couldn't fuck up a steak if I tried.
yes, you can. Don't fuck a mistake. We'll try it. It's not hard. It's really easy,
I
actually.
don't have it in my bones, man.
Oh, it's easy to screw up,
But anyways,
especially if
yeah.
you don't care.
Yeah, what's on the docket, bro?
So let's talk first off. Samoa Joe calling himself the final boss, although The Rock's been calling himself the final boss. So apparently we have two final bosses here. Which one's which? Who's more fearful? But according
So,
to reports from what you've told me,
yeah.
Samoa Joe final boss was actually trademarked first.
I don't even know if it was trademarked. I just think that, like, well, I just know that in January, um, AEW released a shirt for Samoa Joe calling himself the final boss. It's not even the first time they've done it. They did one for Miro like 2 years ago.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah, they did one for Miro 2 years ago. I just saw this today, when I was floating around social media. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Like,
Eh,
I mean, Samoa Joe and The Rock. That's not even two styles I'd love to see anything.
so I don't know. It's almost like it depends on what kind of movie you're thinking of when you determine a final boss. Like if it's like a corporation like Kingpin, that's definitely like The Rock. But if you're
Yeah,
going more like,
if you're thinking in terms of a video game, right?
oh, definitely Joe.
Samoa Joe would be like he's the last guy you beat, and then like you're the best.
Yeah.
And that's typically what most video games stories revolve around.
Well, he is
Is
he is the clown fellow in Twisted Metal. I can never remember what the hell his name is.
Sweet Tooth.
He is Sweet Tooth. He is Sweet Tooth. I haven't seen that show yet, but I hear it's really good.
Yeah, it's funny. Joe does like plays the physical character, but the voice
Yeah.
is done by somebody else.
Will Arnett, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of shitty because I think Samoa Joe just picked a great voice for that. He's got like a
Mhm.
good voice. I mean, I love Joe, so I mean, it's totally fine. Uh, you know, but
That leads
that
into what was announced on Dynamite, right?
does does so. Final boss Samoa Joe will be taking on Swerve Strickland after he beat Takesha at Dynamite this week. So we're getting that at Dynasty. Dynasty's looking up to be a really nice card, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking like a really good card. You're getting Omega versus Danielson.
No, you're
Dy-
getting Osprey
oh, sorry, Osprey
Danielson.
versus Danielson. You're getting Joe versus Swerve.
Yep.
You're getting actually Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. With somewhere along the lines, Mercedes Monet will probably be involved in that match at some point. So it's going to shape up to be a really nice card.
A
Good
name
question.
like a name like Mercedes, you're putting her in the TBS title picture
Or
to start.
Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes is a real name. So
I know, but like everyone knows it's just Sasha Banks using her real name,
yeah, for the most
right?
part, yeah.
And like she's a big enough star where, like she should be involved with like Tony Storm and
Yeah,
Deanna Purrazzo and
yeah, but
Britt,
I think
Britt
right now,
Baker and
well,
you know
wherever Britt Baker is, I mean, God knows where I don't even
the
know where Britt
the
Baker
upper
is.
echelon the upper echelon of the women's division.
Yeah, but yeah, that could also be also Mercedes' choice, right?
Could
That could
be.
be also her choice, right? Like try to build newer talent, younger talent. You know, that could be like what she wants to do, right? I mean,
Can you think of a dumber feud of the year than um, Eric Bischoff versus Tony Khan on social media?
I saw this and very I don't
Look,
know what the point of it is.
look,
I don't get
let
it.
me speak on this for a minute.
Sure, go right
Okay.
ahead.
I've gone out here on record for
Yep.
in some of the one of the early episodes of our show. And I was talking about how like Tony Khan needs to shut the fuck up.
Yes, you have several times actually on this podcast.
Yeah. And the thing is like, as much as I like Easy E, okay, and I think he's very knowledgeable, at the same time, he needs to shut the fuck up too. Because
Well, kind of where you start leading to tribalism. We've talked many times about tribalism on this
yeah,
show.
yeah,
It's kind of getting it's starting to get a little more tribalism on that shit.
right. And you know, I mean, I don't want to get into another tribalism rant, but like
Please do.
anytime like Tony Khan's literally going out of his way now to poke at Eric Bischoff. And it's like, Tony, you're not in fucking high school anymore, bro. You know?
Well, unfortunately, Eric has Tony on one thing too. Eric beat the W. Well, they both beat the WWE. To be honest with you, one was NXT
Technically,
though.
technically AEW beat the third brand.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Like they technically beat NXT, but technically they still beat WWE too. So
No,
depends on how you look at it.
What Eric Bischoff did was he changed the landscape of wrestling at a time where it sorely needed some more realism
Yep.
because everything had become so goddamn cartoony. And
Yeah.
and listen, what he did with Nitro for the first 3 years
Yeah.
is some of the best professional wrestling you'll ever see.
Very true.
But the thing is
Hard to argue that.
too many cooks got in the kitchen and it blew up in their face.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And
Could be.
and that's like literally the short version of it.
Pretty much.
Too many cooks got in the kitchen.
Yep.
Uh, we've heard talent in interviews for the last 25 years talk about it. We've heard, countless accounts of it. And at the same, I get Eric's a smart guy,
Yeah.
but he needs to just kind of stay in his lane at this point, man. Like he's making a killing on his podcast.
Yeah.
He's making a killing doing what he does with Conrad Thompson
Yeah.
and ad-free shows. Just fucking stay in your lane, EB. Like, now I mean, I'm just some nobody up in Canada, but you
Fair
know,
enough.
it's just like it's exhausting. Every 5 minutes, I'll like scroll through something, and it's like, oh, here's from 7 hours ago. Bischoff said this and fired off on Khan, and then Khan came back with this, and it's like
I think they both need to just shut up, focus on their own products,
they both need to just they both
and
need
do
to
other
just
stuff.
block each other is what they need to do.
Well, that probably makes sense too.
They both need to just block each other.
Yeah. Speaking of like blocking and doing stupid shit, Vince McMahon. Very earlier, we talked about how I said how like a long time ago I said that Vince is probably going to slowly push Vince out. I want him to sell more and more and more. Well, guess what happened? Apparently,
Sold another 100 mil.
100 million stocks went out a couple days ago. Sold us. So now leaves them with apparently less than 11% or 11% completely of the company. He's like done.
Are you still getting like SEC filings because you're a shareholder?
I haven't received anything recently, but
Mm.
I am definitely still. I'm still in the mix. I'm still a shareholder, so I still have carte blanche on what's going on. But it's it's not looking good for Vinnie Mac. He's looks like court fees and all that other shit is going to just pile up some more, and it's just going to. But apparently, they're probably gonna look into like a settlement for the most part. But he's out of TKO completely. Like he's already gone, right? So
Oh no, this was the final nail in his
yeah,
coffin.
I think they want him. No more shareholders, no nothing. Take your money and go. Just
Yeah.
go. And I'm all for it. I want nowhere around the product. It's been better since Triple H took over. It's been even better since everything else has gone on. So it's stop. Just go away.
As
Stop doing
bad
dirty old man shit.
as bad as things were the week of the Royal Rumble. Okay,
Yep.
because that's when the Janelle Grant lawsuit came out.
Oh yeah. Kind of convenient actually.
I think the WWE in terms of a product has done a really, really good job at making the product so fucking good lately that they, you know, it's not that they're distancing themselves from this,
No,
but like it gives people something else to talk about. Because if the product was bad, this is what people would talk about,
very true.
you
And
know.
kudos goes to Triple H for that one. And the rest
But
of the
they're
crew.
but they're producing the best television they have in years.
Yeah, their camera angles since what the
I
hell's his
don't even care
name?
about production values, bro. I don't care about.
Well,
I'm just talking about the in-ring content. Like promos are through the roof. Stories are fantastic.
yeah,
You know, it's like, and yeah, like the different way things are shot now that Kevin Dunn's gone.
yeah,
I mean,
much better.
yeah, like I enjoy it. I don't feel as nauseating. I don't get as nauseated as I
Yeah,
do as I used to
yep.
because like there's 45 camera cuts in 30 seconds,
Yeah,
you know? And I don't have a camera doing this when someone's hitting somebody with a chair. But yeah.
it's
Uh
been better for the most part since that guy left
two
and
two
Kevin Dunn
things
left.
two things left on this new show.
Yeah,
I,
let's
I want to talk Omega MJF and I
yeah,
want to talk New Japan.
let's talk Omega MJF first.
Yeah, of course. So it came out today
Yeah,
that it's very likely that Omega is heading to surgery on his intestines as he still deals with diverticulitis. It's the
is he?
same. It's the same procedure Brock Lesnar went through.
Oh, said Brock Lesnar on TV. Kidding.
This isn't TV. This is the
I
internet.
know. Just go with it.
Listen, if you watch the Roman Reigns documentary, they did a whole thing on Brock Lesnar.
I haven't seen it yet.
I saw a clip of it, and they have no choice. You can't tell the story of Roman Reigns without talking about Brock Lesnar.
It's true. It's very true.
Considering they main evented 3 WrestleManias together,
SummerSlam,
multiple SummerSlams.
Saudi Arabia show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
he's there.
yeah.
So,
But
although I have heard he might be coming back.
Brock,
Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't.
Well, to be
I
honest,
wouldn't.
he's apparently just named it, but didn't exactly do anything apparently. So I have no, I don't know what the internal findings of it is. I have no idea. But quite frankly, if he's just named, I mean, they named Stephanie in it, Tony Khan in it as well, but they weren't involved in the actual events. So I
Well,
mean,
in Stephanie's defense, she has not been with WWE in like a year.
yeah, but she was around when that stuff happened.
I know she was, but guess what? She has no desire to come back, as far as I know.
I don't think they want her back.
I
But
don't
who
know.
knows? Let's just get
It's all speculation at
it's
that
all
point.
speculation, hearsay, and all that stuff. But let's
MJ.
Kenny. Hope Kenny gets better soon.
Yep.
Hopefully that surgery goes over well. For Brock, it took him what, a year, 2 years to get after the surgery was over to even get back to anything.
So, if I remember correctly, he had the title fight with Mir
Yeah.
in July of 09.
Yep.
Then he got sick. I want to say he was back in the winter of 11 is when he
Okay.
fought Shane Carwin,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And then
No, he fought Carwin in the summertime because I was on my way to Vancouver at that point.
okay. And then he lost the title in October to Kane.
Yeah.
Um, and then lost one more time to Overeem before he called it. But
Yeah, it wasn't the same fight when he had that thing going on.
right. But they were questioning after the Carwin fight, like, you know, or even like they were questioning during the Kane fight, like
Yeah.
because he got dropped so easily.
Yeah.
like, maybe he wasn't 100%. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, anyways, I mean, I think Kenny will be back. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of when.
Yeah.
Um,
To
he's
be
gonna
honest, with you, he needs the rest.
he's gonna go get healthy like he did after he lost the title to Hangman.
He needs to get really healthy.
He's gonna get himself healthy, and
Yep.
then he'll come back, and he'll still be one of the 10 best wrestlers in the world.
True.
Speaking
MJF though.
speaking about another top 10 wrestler when healthy,
MJF.
Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, who's done a very good job of being radio silent.
Oh, he has been quiet as hell.
No one's heard a word from him since December 30th.
Nope.
Not publicly, anyway.
Nope.
He was at I believe, the Iron Claw premiere because he was working on that movie
Yeah.
as an executive producer.
Okay.
That was like the first public appearance he had
Yeah.
since World's End, but he hasn't spoke publicly.
Mhm.
There's a common belief that he signed a long-term deal with AEW in 22, like you said.
Yeah.
Um, like when he came back at All Out.
Yeah. I thought he signed it like a while ago.
Right. But they but the rumor is that he's still going to be out for a number of months because he's still nursing a couple of injuries that he sustained throughout the title run last year.
Speaking of contracts, really quickly,
So,
apparently Becky Lynch's contract is up in 2 months.
yeah, she revealed this on the MMA
Yeah,
Hour with Ariel.
and apparently as well, Drew McIntyre has not re-signed at all either.
I
I think
think,
Drew has kind of secretly, but they haven't mentioned anything about it. WrestleMania will kind of tell.
yeah, I think if they put it on him, then he definitely resigned.
Yeah, and Becky, she hasn't re-signed, but they're saying they're going to pay her anyway, or like she's probably going to get paid. I
But
don't see her
if my
leaving
dream
WWE.
if my dream scenario happens and Drew wins, but Priest cashes in on him, does that mean Drew resigned?
If Drew re-signed, then I'll. You can still do the cash in. You can still do the cash in because
Anyway,
it gives Drew stuff to do. Anyway, let's get to New Japan.
yeah. So I promised a couple weeks ago that I would give my latest New Japan update.
Yep.
I'm about 9 days late on this, and my
Ah,
apologies. The New Japan Cup finished on the 20th,
okay.
last Wednesday, and kind of out of nowhere because I'm not too familiar with this guy, but Yoda Tsuji,
Okay.
who is uh kind of the next big guy they're building up.
Yeah.
He's gonna take on Naito the next um the next title shot. I know Sakura Genesis is April 3rd,
All
which
right.
is next Wednesday, but in that card it's Naito and I think it's Shingo Takagi
Okay.
against Yoda Tsuji and Evil, I believe. Uh,
Evil.
yeah. So that's like your world title picture right now. We're just kind of like, again, I expect Naito to kind of hold this till um maybe wrestling Dontaku in the summer. Um Possibly get through the G1 with the title.
Yeah.
But I mean, and to be fair, I don't really see any like major threats right now. I got to go deeper into it,
Yeah.
but right now, like Yoda Tsuji's been kind of like quietly on a little run lately,
Mhm.
and obviously they have high hopes for him if they're going to give him a title shot. You know,
We'll see what happens there.
yeah,
Well, but that, folks, is the news. Make sure you like, share, subscribe down below. Comment down below. Let us know if we suck or not. Let us know if we're really good or not. We like to know all these things. Uh, Quickly though, thank you very much for watching. Doug, anything else you have to say?
yeah. Check us out on socials. Day Wrestling our DA Sports Pod Instagram. DA Sports, DA Sports Podcast on Instagram, DA Sports Pod on X. Go find us on YouTube, DA Wrestling Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon. Ask Alexa to play us.
Ooh, Alexa.
Yeah, ask Alexa to play us. And he's Apricel1982 on Instagram, Andrew at DA Sports on TikTok. I'm DLines921 on X. Catch you down the road.
Shapoopy.